probably already know that nouns are naming words. Nouns name stuff. It's pretty straightforward. You want to name that thing right there. It's a house. That's a tree. That's a ute. That's a lake. These are all nouns. Why do you need to learn about nouns? So that you can name stuff. There are 4 main types of nouns that we're going to learn about today. Here's the first 2, common nouns and proper nouns. Now, all nouns are people, places, and things. So let's look into this picture for some people, places, and things. I can see a house. I can see a tree. I can see a lake. All of these could be any tree, any lake, any house, anywhere. If I want to be more specific, then I choose the proper noun for these things. Now, often houses don't have a name. They're just my house or her house, John's house or Jack's house. Tree, we need to have a bit of botanical knowledge here, and this is where vocabulary you can really show off your vocabulary. Now notice here I'm using my capital letters for my proper noun. It's very important. Proper nouns have capital letters. The last one is a lake. Let me see if I can think of a lake. So here we have it. Common nouns could be any house, any tree, any lake. Proper nouns use their specific title. They are easily recognised because they have a capital letter. Collective nouns is the name for a group of nouns. So here we have some glowworms and they're in a swarm. So you've got a swarm of glowworms. I wonder if there's 2 W's in glowworms. A swarm of glowworms. And here you have a bunch of flowers. It's more than one flower, so you call it a bunch of flowers. And they're both, the bunch part is a collective noun. There are many, especially for animals, herds of animals, like a flock of geese or a gaggle of geese and a flock of birds, and there's heaps of them and they're really interesting. Alright, abstract nouns are the last ones we're going to talk about today, and they give names to the thoughts and feelings within our hearts and minds, like love and hope and despair, gratitude, anger, joy, beauty and greed. You can probably see in this picture here from the movie Inside Out that they actually made characters based on the abstract nouns of our emotions and feelings and thoughts. Can you name the abstract nouns here? I can see sadness. What can you see? So all of these thoughts and feelings are abstract nouns. How do I see a noun in a sentence? Well, you look for the people, places and things. So here's a sentence. With a beating heart and trembling knees, Sam crept towards the dark cave. So what people can I see in this sentence? Well, people is Sam. It's even got a capital letter, so I know it's a proper noun. Okay, so that's one noun. Any more? With a beating heart and trembling knees, Sam crept towards the dark cave. All right, well, let's go with places. The cave, that's pretty obvious. It's a dark cave. Later on we'll find out about describing words. They're adjectives describing a noun, so it's another clue that it's a noun. And now we're looking for the things. Well, a heart, and that's being described by beating, and some knees, which is being described by the trembling. So there we go, I found 4 nouns, or people, places and things in this sentence. How do I use a noun in a sentence? Well, this is the fun bit. This is where you get to show off your vocabulary. And it's where teachers get really narky because you have to use your capital letters on the proper nouns. But really, it's up to you how you use a noun in a sentence. Maybe you want to tell people that you visited your aunt and uncle who live on a farm in Coonabarabran. Or maybe you need to write a list about the things that you need. Do you need butter and eggs and flour and milk and vanilla to make the cake? Feel free to use nouns, interesting nouns, and put capital letters on them if they are proper.